Okay, let's start. Welcome back, guys. You remember, if you just go a couple of years back, there was just one phone every year. Every phone manufacturer they launched just one phone. Then the next year they got improvements. They got another version. Now, if you see, no matter it's a budget phone, it's a premium phone. Like I don't know. You go to any category, there is so many variants. Today we have the Realme 8 series. You see, we have five different iterations for the same budget phone. Okay, so these are in the order in which they are launched. Actually, the Realme 8 Pro, followed by the 8, I mean just within the same day. Then it comes Realme 8 5G variant. Now the Realme 8s, and we have the Realme 8i. So let's do a quick comparison today. See all the phones together. If you are interested in buying a Realme phone, so especially in the budget, these are the following option, and I'm going to show you guys my experience. We will take a couple of samples, we will do a quick benchmarking testing, and let's see which phone is better. Okay, wait off it. If you want the fastest charging, I mean all this thing, the Realme 8 Pro gives you 50-watt super hard charge, not the 65-watt. You get the usual stuff in all the phones, like the supported charger, cable, case, and SIM ejector tool, some paperwork, and obviously phone will be there. But here is something new which I have seen first time. Not sure if any other brand has done or not. You can confirm me, but let me show you what I'm talking about. See, if you go to the any phone manufacturer, some of them they give case in the box. If I show you the case, see, this is the regular case of a smartphone. See, they got the proper camera cut out. But if you just go to the Realme 8i, here I've seen something new first time. Let me tell you what is it. It's a very exciting thing. And if you see the case here, there is a proper cutout just for the camera lens, and I think it's a very nice design. If you get plastic now, doesn't matter, because camera lens is hopefully the Gorilla Glass or something, whatever is being used in the display, it won't get scratched easily. So these are the phones: Realme 8 Pro, Realme 8, 8 5G, the 8s, and the 8i. Now it's completely your personal preference, what design you like. But if I have to pick one phone which is cleaner, which is good to hold, I'll go with the Realme 8s. I would have picked the Realme 8 Pro provided there was no dare to leap lower. These three phones, the 8i, the 8 5G, and the 8, they are very glossy, shiny, but eventually they get dirty quite often. And look at that, the Realme 8s. I believe this is universe blue something. This is matte one. This is also matte, but this is bit of less matte. You see, this looks fantastic. Even inside, if you look on the camera, we need the camera glass. This is in the blue color, and mostly you get the black color in every phone, but here this is complete blue inside. So this looks more beautiful. Okay, which is most slimmest? I believe these two are very, very slim phone, the 8 Pro and the 8. This is bit of heavy, this is again bit of heavy, and this is again bit of heavy. And how about the display amongst all the phones? So they have pretty much close size, like varying from 6.4 to 6.6. I believe the Realme 8 I has a slightly different size. Unusual size is 6.6, generally 6.5 to 6.45. With some reason it is 6.6. Not sure what's the reason. Okay, so by looking here, you can exactly figure out the display which one is best for you. In terms of technology, these three are the IPS LCD, and these three are the AMOLED. And even I can see like they are twice the brightness of these LCD panels. I believe they are close to 1000 nits, and not sure these are close to 500 or 400 somewhere, but these are just straight double in terms of brightness. Okay, colors are more beautiful because these are AMOLED panels, these are LCD panels, so that's a quite bit of difference. And if I just scroll, you can see it is much vibrant here. Now let's talk about the screen refresh rate. If we go to the every phone's display setting, here if there is any high refresh rate, you can see, for example, the Realme 8i has a 120Hz display, while the Realme 8s has just 90Hz, and the Realme 8 5G again has just 90Hz, and the 8 and the 8 Pro they have just 60Hz. Other computer they are giving you 120Hz AMOLED if you're going with a 4G phone, but here they are a bit of very outdated. So this one seems to be best here, the Realme 8i, giving you LCD panel, but yeah, it's 120Hz. Checking the about phone of all these phone, and you can see the details. This is having the latest G96. Again, this is having the latest Dimensity 810. These two phones are first phone which are having these two new processor. There's nothing new, like I always say, every month you get a new processor. There has to be a phone which will come obviously with that. Okay, and these are having some older processor. I believe this is G95 something, and this one is having the Snapdragon 820 and Dimensity 700. That was the first processor again having the 5G one they brought here. And if you just look closely here, there's a bit of plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3. Okay, all these phones support actually dynamic RAM expansion. So what does it mean? I'm just telling you in the summary. You know, if you're opening a lot of applications, if your phone says there is a RAM crunch, that means it need more RAM, it will eventually close many of the application as needed. Okay, if you have the dynamic RAM expansion, aka DRE, probably many of the applications won't be closed. Your faster storage, hopefully UFS 2.1, would be eventually used as a RAM. Okay, so that's the only difference, not too much. Comparing the Antutu benchmark score, this one is having the G96, Dimensity 810, Dimensity 700, G95, and this is having the Snapdragon 820. That's why I told you on the earlier, the Dimensity 810 here is the fastest you get amongst all these things. A bit of faster compared to all of these phones. Time to do a quick camera comparison. We have a new camera sensor on the Realme 8i. It is new for the Realme, but actually it's an older Samsung JN1. There is already JN2, but still we have to test it. So here are the rear camera sample. Okay, a bit of zoom, and we will focus on some of the colors to see what I am saying by looking this actual object and looking on these camera sample. Focusing on the first 50 megapixel, I can say it is bit of oversaturated. This one is more dark orange. This one is a kind of a brighter orange. Okay, not so much dark vibrant orange. And this one is having a bit of faded one. See, this is not even the original. This is a bit of pinkish, and this one is a bit of orange. These three guys are taking good colors. What I'm seeing, this one is having that. Yeah, still this is bit of not 100% accurate, but these two are actually very close to the original color. So eventually what we see here, 50 megapixel, actually it is doing more over saturation. It is good for actually social media if you just try to share it, but depends on personal preference. And these are actually non-higher megapixel, they are just regular shot. Again, the Realme 8 5G is very close to the original color. The 48 megapixel actually is very well, is doing very great job. This is again bit of overexposed. The Realme 8 Pro is again very close to that. This is bit of faded, bit of pinkish, not the orange. If video is your priority, Realme 8 Pro 8 they can film 4K, while rest of these three, the 8 5G, the 8S and 8i, they can just do 1080p. About the selfie camera, they all are having the 16 megapixel selfie camera. So which one is showing me the trigger? Yeah, but these two are seeing a little bit dull because the display is just regular, not the AMOLED. And yeah, so best selfie, if I can tell you, I mean they are pretty much close, just the screen is different, otherwise mostly they are having the same 16 megapixel sensor. So that's it guys, these are the all the Realme 8 series. Let me know which one is your favorite, and if I have to pick one, I will definitely go with the Realme 8s. Fast performance, looks beautiful, 120 Hz, just the LCD. If you're okay with that, then you can go with that. So stay tuned for the durability test. You will see which one is more durable. By the way, these all phones are durability tested. They are completely passed. We have to see how good is the 8s and the 8i.